There's something magical about turning 60. You suddenly unlock the ability to say exactly what you think, wear leopard print without irony, and eat dessert before dinner, just because you can. But do you know what else happens? People start treating your hair like it's in witness protection. Oh, she's over 60? Let's give her the safe haircut. Something that says respectable, but also used to organize the church bulletin board and still owns a flip phone. Excuse me? We are women of style, experience, and enough sass to make a 30-year-old jealous, and yet every time we sit in that salon chair, someone wants to chop us into a triangle bob from 1982 or a helmet that could double as storm protection. Let me tell you a story. My neighbor Carol, 66, fabulous, 2 cats, 3 ex-husbands, decided it was time for a change. She walked into her salon and said, "I want something bold. I want something fresh. I want to walk past my ex and make him feel like the one that got away." So what did she get? A mushroom cut. A literal mushroom. She came out looking like a well-groomed portobello. All she needed was a sprig of parsley and a drizzle of balsamic. Now Carol's got the confidence of a lion and the mouth of a sailor, so she marched right back in the next week, sat that stylist down and said, "Pixie me, baby." And let me tell you, after that haircut, her mailman flirted with her. Her son's friends asked if she was his sister, and her third ex called just to catch up. Coincidence? I think not. So if you've been looking in the mirror thinking, "Why does my hair look tired when I feel fabulous?" You're in the right place. Because today, we're diving into 3 pixie haircuts that don't scream, "senior citizen," they whisper, "I've still got it, and I know how to use it." So grab your coffee, kick off your slippers, or keep them on. We're not judging. And let's talk pixies, power, and why turning 60 is the new turning 40. And hey, before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe. Not just because I said so, but because aging gracefully is a team sport, and I've got all the style playbooks coming your way. Haircut 1. The elegant, side-swept pixie. Let's talk about a pixie that practically deserves its own fan club, the elegant, side-swept pixie. Now, if you're imagining something severe, stiff, or military-grade short, hold that thought. This is not the "I gave up and chopped it all off" haircut. No. This is the "I'm in control of my life, my closet, and my thermostat. Thank you very much" kind of pixie. This cut is soft, it's refined, and it's got one little move that makes all the difference: the side sweep. What does that do? It adds instant glam, darling. It's like putting eyeliner on your hair. Suddenly your cheekbones are popping, your eyes look brighter, and you've got that effortless, "I just got back from an art gallery and everyone thought I was the curator" energy. Now, let's be real for a moment. If your current haircut requires more hairspray than your birthday cake had candles, it may be time for a change. The side-swept pixie is practically maintenance-free. Run your fingers through it, add a dab of styling cream, and you're red carpet ready. Even if you're just heading to the grocery store to judge the tomatoes. And if you've ever struggled with thinning hair, you're going to love this one. Because that side-swept motion gives the illusion of volume. It adds dimension, shape, and flair, without the need to tease, backcomb, or pray to the hair gods before leaving the house. Let me introduce you to Marlene. Marlene is 64, lives in a coastal town, owns 3 vintage handbags, and once dated a French saxophonist. She doesn't like to talk about it, but she will bring it up if given wine. She walked into the salon saying, "I want a cut that looks like I'm mysterious but still pays my taxes." She walked out with a side-swept pixie that looked like she was about to book a trip to Venice on a whim. And suddenly, she was being noticed again. Strangers complimented her style. One gentleman in the produce aisle offered to help her reach the avocados. She didn't even need avocados, but she took them anyway. That's the power of the side-swept pixie. It's short, yes, but it leaves just enough length to play with. It gives you movement without mess. You can tuck one side behind the ear and pretend you're listening, or let it frame your face and look mysterious during boring conversations. It's also incredibly flattering on nearly every face shape, especially if you're working with a fabulous pair of glasses or earrings. It draws the eye up, which is what we want. We're aging upward, thank you very much. And the best part? It makes people wonder, did she just get back from Europe? When in reality, you just got back from your dentist appointment and remembered to wear lip gloss. This is not a haircut that begs for attention. It commands it, gently. Like a woman who walks into a room and doesn't need to shout, because her presence whispers, "I've lived, darling, and I've got stories." So if you're looking for a haircut that feels confident, current, and completely you, the elegant side-swept pixie is your go-to. Now let's turn up the volume and the attitude, because haircut number 2, she's got edge, texture, and just enough boldness to say, "I may be over 60, but I'm also over your opinion." Haircut 2, the textured power pixie. Now, if haircut 1 was the graceful, elegant Audrey Hepburn of pixies, then haircut 2 is her slightly rebellious cousin who wears leather jackets, drinks strong coffee, and says things like, "Age is just a number, darling, and mine's unlisted." This, my friend, is the textured power pixie, and she's not here to play nice. This cut is bold, it's choppy, it's confident without needing permission, and it's perfect for the woman who's tired of being told to tone it down, slow it down, or calm it down. No, thank you. With this cut, we're talking short on the sides, tousled on top, and packed with personality. The texture gives it lift and life, making it perfect if you're dealing with fine or thinning hair, which, by the way, is not a flaw, it's just your scalp saying, "Let's streamline." Now, styling the textured power pixie? It's a dream. A dab of mousse or matte paste, a shake of the head, a confident smirk in the mirror, and you're out the door. It's the 5-second facelift, the caffeine boost your roots didn't know they needed. And here's the fun part. This cut is customizable. You can go edgier with an undercut, keep it soft with longer top layers, or even add a splash of color. Silver streak, bold auburn, a soft lilac just at the tips because you're feeling cheeky? Yes, yes, and absolutely yes. Let me tell you about Darlene. Darlene is 69, retired attorney, sharp as a tack, and owns a wine fridge that's more organized than most people's lives. She used to wear her hair in a bob that never quite bobbed. It just sort of sat there, like a bored assistant. One day she said, "You know what? I've raised kids, survived 2 recessions, and made 3 grown men cry in court. I deserve a haircut that reflects my actual energy." Enter the Power Pixie. She came out of the salon looking 10 years younger, but more importantly, like herself again. Not the PTA version of herself. Not the "I brought the casserole" version. The one with opinions, plans, and a passport that still gets stamped. And people noticed. Her granddaughter said, "Grandma, you look kinda cool." Her neighbor asked what anti-aging cream she was using, and her ex-husband sent a thumbs-up emoji out of nowhere, which we'll pretend didn't happen, but secretly, we enjoyed it. The textured power pixie is for the woman who knows who she is, or is ready to find out. It's low maintenance but high impact. It moves with you. It lifts your face, your mood, and possibly your standards. And it tells the world, this isn't a phase. This is me. If you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, I want a cut that reflects how bold I feel, not how safe I've been playing it, this one's for you. Because aging isn't about fading into the background. It's about stepping into your light, with sharp lines, soft confidence, and a textured crown that says, yes, I'm still the main character. Now, if you thought this cut turned heads, wait till you meet the third pixie. It's soft, sweeping, and just romantic enough to make your reflection say, you beautiful thing, you. Haircut 3. The romantic feathered pixie. Now, if haircut 1 was elegant and haircut 2 was powerful, then haircut 3 is your soft-spoken charmer, the one that walks into a room and doesn't need to raise her voice because everyone leans in just to hear her. Let me introduce you to the romantic feathered pixie, the pixie that whispers, I read poetry at breakfast, and I might bake a pie this afternoon, or start dating again. This cut is all about softness and femininity. Feathered layers around the sides and back, longer lengths near the crown, and often a sweeping fringe that practically flirts with your eyebrows. It's a pixie with soul. Think of it as the Audrey in Sabrina meets the confidence of Helen Mirren meets, well, you. What makes this pixie special isn't just how pretty it looks. It's how it feels. It doesn't shout rebellion or trend. It says, I've lived a beautiful life, and I've still got chapters to write. This is the haircut for the woman who likes softness in her silhouette. Someone who maybe wore long waves for years, but is now ready to lighten things up, physically and emotionally. Because yes, hair carries weight. And cutting it? It's not just a style choice. It's a release. And just because it's soft doesn't mean it's boring. The feathered pixie adds texture and bounce in all the right places. It brings out the eyes, slims the jawline, and gives you the kind of movement that looks like you're always walking toward good news. Let's talk about Lorraine. Lorraine is 67, used to be a school principal, and has the kind of voice that could silence a room full of teenagers. But these days she uses it to order cappuccinos and correct people's grammar on Facebook. Lorraine always had long hair. Always. It was part of her signature look. But one day, she told her stylist, I want something that says I'm still romantic, but I don't have the time or patience for 4-hour blowouts anymore. So they gave her the romantic feathered pixie. And just like that, everything softened. Her face, her routine, her energy. She said it was the first time in years her reflection actually looked like her. Not like who she used to be or who she was supposed to be, but who she is now. And since then, she's been to Italy. She joined a book club. And yes, she's dating a gentleman named Walter who wears suspenders and smells like cedar wood. We approve. That's the thing about this cut. It makes room. Room to move, room to feel pretty again, room to say, you know what? I don't miss the 45-minute hot roller routine. The romantic feathered pixie is perfect if you want short hair, but don't want to lose the softness. If you still like that feeling of brushing your hair to the side, tucking it gently behind one ear, and giving someone a look that says, I still got it, and I always did. And you know what? You do. So whether you're sipping tea in your garden, going on a cruise, or just sitting on the porch judging people's lawn choices, this pixie moves with you, grows with you, becomes you. So there you have it. 3 stunning pixie haircuts that don't just make you look younger. They remind the world that you get better with time. Whether you're feeling elegant, powerful, romantic, or all 3 in the same day, there's a pixie out there ready to match your energy. So go ahead, make the appointment. Walk into that salon like you own the place. Because frankly, you've earned that kind of entrance. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and share it with a friend who deserves to feel just as fabulous as you do. Because beauty doesn't expire, it evolves. And darling, so do you.